Alright, screw it, guys. That timer is way too long. I gotta figure out how to set that thing lower. Like, I have no idea why that thing's set 10 freaking minutes, but we ain't doing that. I'm ready. I'm ready to go, guys. Why does it sound like this audio just faded out? Y'all hear me alright? Turn the volume up just a tad. Yeah, that sounds a little better. Might be because I got stream music up a little bit louder than I normally do. But how is everyone doing this evening? Afternoon. Yes, still afternoon. Deadly Cadet with a 95 stream streak. I'm so glad that Twitch actually puts it in the chat where I can highlight it normally. Why is my highlight chat not working?
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's like crazy. Oh. Okay. Figured out why the mic wasn't turned up where it was supposed to be. It was the wrong one. I don't know if I have the chat overlay on this one. That might be why it's not working. Alright, yeah, let me see if I can. Hold on. Oops. I hate it how it like puts it right up as soon as you create it or whatnot when you ain't even got shit on it. Like, yeah, give me a second. Shit. Alright, I need the browser source code. Which I think it's the featured chat. There. Now. There it is. It's really weird, but let me fix that. That's really? Okay, I don't know why it's doing it like that, but screw it. We'll make it big as fuck. How about that? Like I said, amazing 95 stream streak. Thank you, Cadet, for being here for 95 streams, modding all 95 of them. I don't know if you're lagging or me. I'm in the woods, not near Wi-Fi. No, it's me. Why am I dropping frames like crazy? It might be time to upgrade the streaming PC. I might end up throwing that Tomahawk in the, making the streaming PC an AM5 build, because I don't know, this streaming PC struggling. If I don't make it an AM5 build, I at least gotta upgrade that damn motherboard. So I did not buy the fanciest of the fancy when I built the streaming PC. Granted, it's not the worst, but motherfucker. Goodbye. You were just banned live on stream. Congratulations. Oops, I forgot to switch it back. There we go. Congratulations, guys. Or guy. You literally just got banned live on live stream. If you guys were paying attention in the corner. Yeah. I banned him myself, and you guys watched me do it. Seems like the frames are finally not dropping anymore. But yeah, I think it's the LAN connection on the motherboard to this streaming PC. It's a weak 1G connect LAN port. Yeah, that's why I think I might try to upgrade it to AM5. That way I can use the Tomahawk that I'm not real comfortable with selling, because it's had power on issues and everything. Not only that, the Tomahawk does have a 5G LAN, but it has a massive I/O as well. So that's what I might do with the Tomahawk, especially since I was planning on putting the streaming PC in that case to begin with. Tomahawk's already in that case, so. But I've got to figure out why the 7600X stopped working. I don't know. It was strange. I might fiddle around with it in a different motherboard and see if I can get the 7900X to breathe some life. Hopefully I can get it to work. I don't know. That's a lot of freaking money right here that just might have fried. That made me so sad. I doubt you get above 1 gig. Dude, I get more than 1 gig. I think that's a 5G router in there. We just got it. Xfinity just replaced our old one with that new one. Does Wi-Fi 6, I think it is. Something like that. I don't know. I know my motherboards do Wi-Fi 7, so it doesn't really matter. But I don't ever use Wi-Fi anyway, so it doesn't matter to me at all. I just want the best LAN connection I can get. And that one's got a 10 and a 5. I think. But the Tomahawk, it just has the 5, so. But it never struggled when I was doing live streams with it, when when my 7900X and my gaming PC was my streaming PC and content creation. And I was doing everything from my gaming PC. Do a speed test sometime? I did. Not well, it's been a while, but I know on the Tomahawk I was getting really good speeds. I don't remember the speeds. I don't think I ever did a speed test on the streaming PC because, well, technically it wasn't supposed to be a streaming PC. It was supposed to be a pre-build, and it was, but I went a little too weak on the GPU and but it's good for streaming. I mean, it's just, and it does good 1080p, the 1070 Ti, but it struggles. It's definitely showing its age. Which could be another reason for the drop frames, but I can't do nothing about that. Well, technically I could. I do have a 7600 RX 7600 over there on the shelf, but that's not for streaming. That's for, well, it's gonna be for sale here soon. I'm probably gonna sell that or put in a different build, one of the two. I ain't quite figured that out yet. All right, let's get to the news because that's what we're here for, guys. First up in the news, let me switch over to the other screen. There we go. Chinese memory makers are dumping DDR4 memory on the market for less than reused chips, undercutting South Korean rivals pricing by 50%. As established players shift to DDR5 from HBM3, CXMT and Fusion, whatever the hell that says, offer huge discounts. Chinese DRAM maker Changxix Memory and Fusion, whatever the hell, Jinhua, are aggressively expanding production and cutting prices. Right now, the two manufacturers sell their DDR4 components with a 50% discount compared to similar ICs made by South Korean makers, and in some cases, these DRAMs are even cheaper than recycled, reused memory chips. CXMT's production capacity has surged from 70,000 wafers per month in 2022 to 200,000 wafers per month in 2024. The company aims to increase the output to 300,000 wafers per month and capture 11% of the global DRAM market in the coming years, despite being sanctioned by the US government. It has also managed to ramp up its DDR4 production. The oversupply of DDR4 chips has resulted in sharp price competition, with Chinese manufacturers offering up to 50% lower prices than Micron, Samsung, and SK Hynix, and 5% below even second-hand if reballed memory chips. This aggressive pricing is pushing prices in the DDR4 market down, particularly impacting the consumer segment, yet industrial clients remain cautious with this regard to adopting Chinese DRAM. Well, it doesn't sound like that's anything that's going to affect us here in the States anyway. Because, well, you guys heard it. They were putting some sort of sanctions on the, their memory. Like, man, come on. We finally get some good news about some memory. Like, this could be what makes DDR4 like $50 again. I mean, come on. Think, why the government always gotta fuck shit up? Anyway, we're not going to get into that here. I'm not going to do no political stuff on my channel, but yeah, just we could have some good news there. We'll see. What do you guys think? Y'all let me know either in the live chat, or if you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, hit me up in that comment section. Let me know what you guys think about that article. We're gonna move on because there's a lot of news to cover. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's a lot of tabs up here, and not all of it's stream stuff. A lot of it is news stuff. So we got a lot to cover. And yeah, I mean, it sounds like we could have good DDR4 prices coming here soon if the world stopped being so much of a douchebag to each other. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's the first little article. You guys feel free to let me know what you guys think about that. Next is Microsoft has effectively canceled the Xbox Game Pass family plan because of EA games. Let's get to it, guys. Microsoft had plans for a family tier of the Xbox Game Pass, and they were apparently scrapped because they had pushbacks from EA, according to Windows Central's Jez Corden. It says here that Xbox's new feedback portal, which we'll talk about here in a little while, has brought to light the family plan for Game Pass. EA pushback led to the Game Pass family scrap. In a detailed post by Corden highlighting the top 20 most popular requests through the Xbox feedback portal so far, which, like I said, we will talk about some more later on in this stream. Microsoft was testing the family plan for Game Pass, giving up to 4 users access to the library, even implementing it in Ireland and Colombia before being shelved. Corden states he was told that EA, a longtime contractee of the Xbox Game Pass program, which, if you guys have played Xbox Game Pass, you know very well that Xbox Game Pass and EA have been twisted up together ever since the beginning, pretty much. I'm actually interested to see what kind of happens with that partnership now that, well, apparently Xbox and Microsoft's gonna do whatever they have to keep the relationship going, even scrapping the family Game Pass. But EA just recently changed owners. Some company in Saudi Arabia bought EA. Are they going to want to keep working with Microsoft? I mean, could be a big change coming here soon. But back to the article. Microsoft was testing the Game Pass, but the EA long-term contractee of Xbox Game Pass, fully hated the idea, in quotations, meaning that's word for word what they said. They fully hated the idea. He also described the company's involvement as doing the absolute bare minimum, refusing to put Xbox Game Pass native versions with Play Anywhere or Xbox achievements out. Yeah, I mean Xbox, they ain't gonna put their games anywhere where they can't get their achievements done. Like, EA close ties with Game Pass are well documented, with the subscription to Game Pass including EA Play membership, which is why I said if you guys have Game Pass, you guys know they've had partnered with EA for a very long time because of the fact that you get the EA Play membership as well, which gives you the F1 games and stuff, which is awesome. Resulting in major titles coming to the platform like F1, although often a significant delay after their initial release, which I mean that's to be expected. That's the way all PC ports are. But it remains to be seen whether the community pushback for the family tier will bring it back to life, or whether EA's main refusal of the program makes it disappear for good. What the heck's going on? Crap. Oh, messaging me during my live stream. Come on now, stop. Alright. But that's about it as far as that goes. Now, for some real interesting news, guys. Sony confirms a June state of play, teases a fresh look at Wolverine and more games for the PS5. Here we go, guys. Sony has confirmed a state of play showcase for June 2nd at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 10 p.m. in the UK. In a PlayStation blog, Sony said it will last over 60 minutes long. So over an hour long state of play event coming. It's gonna be big. It's probably gonna have some Grand Theft Auto 6 on there, I'd imagine, since we're getting so close to the release of it. I know Rockstar usually tends to do their commercial releases on their own like YouTube platform and stuff, but I wouldn't be surprised to see some GTA 6 stuff at this state of play, as well as a really in-depth look at Wolverine. I really expect a in-depth look at that game come June 2nd. I'm gonna be all over that damn live stream. I may try to see how to go about live streaming the live stream, the state of play. I don't know exactly how that works. I'm gonna try to look it up, see how that works, see if I can do it without getting in trouble. I know there's a way to do it. I don't know if I gotta contact Sony or what, but anyway, yeah. Says it's going to last over 60 minutes and include a new look at Insomniac's Wolverine, as well as news and announcements for games coming to PS5. State of Play returns Tuesday, June 2nd, with more than 60 minutes of updates, announcements, and gameplay reveals from top studios around the world. is what Sony has stated. It's what Tim Turi, content communications manager at Sony Entertainment, said. So that's looking to be very promising. So don't miss it. June 2nd, 5 p.m. Eastern for Sony's next State of Play. Hold on. Sorry guys. I got the son here. It was his last day of school today. And, yeah. Yeah, that's about it as far as that goes. Says the show starts with Wolverine, Sony said, which makes sense given that it's a few months away from launch on September 15th. But what else is to be expected to see? The hope is that PS5 owners will get a clear idea of the exclusives. Sorry guys, got distractions going on. People were wanting to see Naughty Dog's Intergalactic, Horizon's Hunter Gatherings, more about Haven's Haven's game called Fair Games. Of course, we're gonna see all kinds of games. But what are you guys looking forward to seeing? Let me know in the comment section down below if you're watching this after the fact on YouTube. Let me know in the live chat if you're watching this live. And we will move on. Okay, guys, you're going to have to give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry, the son was about to walk on set, and God forbid he go. Yeah, kids, you gotta love them. Anyway. But your speed needs to actually hit it. Oh, yeah, I know. I've done a speed test. Not recently, but it does good on the gaming PC. I don't know. I never got a speed test done on the streaming PC, but guarantee you if I did a speed test on that one and the speed test on that one, there'd be a pretty good difference. Anyway, we gotta get moving. More news, less talking. Well, it's kind of hand in hand, but here we are. All right, Xbox has introduced Xbox Player Voice, a simpler way to share feedback. The community is at the heart of Xbox. Players have always told us what's working and what's not across Xbox. That feedback has shaped what we've built and how we prioritize our work. But we've also heard clearly that it's always obvious what happens after you share your feedback. Today we're introducing Xbox Player Voice, a new place to collect your feedback and make it more visible. The goal is simple: make it easier to share input and see how it's handled. With Xbox Player Voice, you can share feedback on your experience with Xbox, see when your feedback has been received and reviewed, follow updates if and when there's progress to report. Get a clearer sense of how your input is shaping the future of Xbox. To me, this sounds like a dub. What do you guys think? I'm gonna take a small little break to chat with you guys. What do you guys think about that? Like, I think that's a dub. Kind of holds Xbox accountable for like listening to you guys' comments, and it gives you like updates and stuff. Sounds like a dub to me. They run in my underground fiber right now to 2 houses. My house is next week. Hell yeah, about time. Glad to hear that, Cadet. Maybe you'll get 1G next week. It's a lot better than no G. Alright, let's get back to the news because we've still got a ton to go. Alright. You guys feel free to let me know what you guys think about this Xbox Player Voice. If you're watching this after the fact, make sure you hit me up in that live chat on the YouTube. Hit me up in the live chat if you're watching on Twitch and Kick. We're going to keep it moving because we've still got a lot of news. All these tabs right here, news. So we got a lot to go. All right. Add away. PlayStation console owners launch class action lawsuit against Sony over tariff refunds. New Sony. Hold on. I did move everything. Okay. I want to make sure I was on the right screen. I wasn't making you guys look at it small in the corner. Okay. New PlayStation console owners have launched a new class action lawsuit in an effort to claim refunds after Sony initiated price increases for the PS5 in response to tariffs last year. In this case that was filed against the U.S. District Court in Northern District of California on May 6, 2026, plaintiffs Amori Walker and Bryce Foster Quarles claims consumers are entitled to compensation after the console manufacturer allegedly received a substantial windfall following tariff policy enacted by U.S. President Donald Trump last year. Sony announced it would raise the price of the standard PS5 as well as the digital and pro variants by $50 in August 2025, and it directly mentioned the challenging economic environment at the time, alluding to Trump's tariffs affecting its business. The tariffs were struck down by the U.S. Supreme Court on February 2026, raising the question of refunds for companies that had been impacted. Then the class action suit hinges on the behalf that the double recovery windfall that Sony is set to receive should be passed on to the everyday buyer who purchased PS5s during the price hike period. It would potentially affect gamers who purchased price hiked PlayStation hardware following the initial August increases. This case is not dissimilar to a case that was filed against Nintendo just last month. The class action lawsuit in question was filed by Gregory Hoffert and President Sharan and seeks to ensure any refunds received by Nintendo are returned to customers after Nintendo Switch accessories were hit with price increases in April of 2025. Sony announced it would be increasing the prices of the PlayStation Plus subscription service earlier today. Meanwhile, some fans of Sony's gaming branch may be entitled to payments following news related to a PSN lawsuit from earlier this month. So, I mean, I don't even know how many lawsuits I just talked about. There were so many. Like, that's a lot of fucking lawsuits. There's one against PlayStation for the tariffs, one against Nintendo for the tariffs. Then, I mean, they blamed it on tariffs, but really, they needed an excuse to raise the price. That was it. I mean, they've done raised it again since then, so I mean, they ain't gonna come down with it. Yeah. If they give people some money back, I wouldn't be surprised if they did, just to shut people up, but it ain't gonna be much. Like, the people that bought PlayStations during that time probably get like a check for $3 or some shit. Like, it's the way that shit always works. Like, you get a good lawsuit against a big company or some shit, and then when you win, everything gets split against like 500,000 people, so then you get like $1.50. Come on, all that work for $1.50. All right, guys, let's keep her rolling because we still got a ton of news. Y'all feel free to hit me up in that live chat. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. Any of the articles that I've covered, y'all hit me up. Let me know what you guys think about them while we're live. If you're watching this after the fact, well, if you're watching after the fact on YouTube, hit me up in that comment section. If you're watching after the fact on Twitch or Kick, I'll see you next week at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another episode of Gaming News Friday. But this one is not over yet, as the next one article says, Insider confirms Sony ditching PC ports. You'll see fewer single-player games arrive on PC from here on out. Looks like console exclusives are coming back, which is why Xbox is rolling back their stuff, which is it's good for Xbox. I mean, Phil Spencer was about to kill Xbox on his way out. But this new one, CEO, Sharma or whatever her name is, she seems to be doing real good. rolling back all the crap that he put into place. I mean, he had good ideas. It just there's no way of his idea to come to pass without people having to pay the amount for Game Pass that they didn't want to pay. It's just the way it is. For a subscription service to have the kind of games that can be done like they were wanting to do, it's gonna be a really expensive thing, and then it gets shot down for monopoly and shit. I mean, anyway, rambling on, and I'm not covering this part, which is what we need to cover because it's very important. It's one of my least favorite articles to talk about. We recently reported on news that Sony will stop releasing PC ports of its single-player games on PC, meaning the next Spider-Man, this upcoming Wolverine game. I'll have to play it on my PlayStation because I guess we're just not gonna get it on PC. I was so looking forward to slicing and dicing at a 200 frames per second on my freaking computer. Guess I'll be stuck at 60, if that. But yeah, and while those previous reports were from Jason Schreier, a journalist previously shown to have reputable insider sources, another insider has corroborated these claims, adding additional context to the process. According to Nate the Hate on X, Sony made the decision in 2025 to shift its release strategy, with the result of launching fewer first-party single-player games on PC. The leaker adds that this means there will be fewer single-player games on PC from Sony, implying both that Sony may still port single-player games to PC, only significantly fewer of them. And this is the new policy made to apply to live service and multiplayer games. Hopefully that means the really popular single player games like God of War, Spider-Man, Wolverine. Hopefully that means they'll make it to PC at some point in time. Obviously, if you want to play them on launch, it's not gonna happen because so many of these game makers, they just don't ever make a PC version, and then it takes a year after it comes out on consoles for it to make its way to PC, because that's just the way it is. They want to make money on it while it's on the console. They ain't gonna do a PC port right off the get-go. Now it looks like Sony's just gonna do very few of them, if any. So we'll see how this turns out. What do you guys think about it so far? I'm going to keep reading a little bit more. He also mentioned that there's still single-player PC ports in development at Sony, which may eventually launch depending on how far they are in development process, but these ports are no longer a priority for the Japanese gaming giant. Addressing questions about the justification for the strategy shift, Nate the Hate 2 commented that while there has been a few commercially successful PC ports, they haven't seen a huge revenue driver for Sony. Looking at the Steam charts for Insomniac Games, one of Sony's most notable first-party studios, the data leans credits to these comments. The best performing PC port from the studios is Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered, which peaked at 66,436 players on Steam. Meanwhile, the next best performer, Marvel Spider-Man 2, which peaked at 28,189. Nix's Hardware, the studio responsible for so many of Sony's PC ports, has seen similar successes, with the likes of Ghost of Tsushima topping the charts at 77,154 peak concurrent players, ahead of the aforementioned Spider-Man Remastered and Horizon Forbidden West and Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, bringing peaks of 40,462 and 30,690 players respectively. Which, to you and me, might seem like they've been doing real good, but I guess somehow that's not good enough. So echo. Sorry, when I'm on the other screen, I can't read chat. Gave the dig crew some Guinness? Really? Really? That's funny. There was an echo? Was it when I was doing this? So it might have been because I was just talking above the microphone. Sometimes it does that. Sorry. There. Maybe it won't echo so much. Unless I turn my head this way. I don't know. We'll see how it goes over there. I knew there'd be a specific spot that would be better for the microphone. I just wasn't sure what it was. For a little bit, but it went away fast. Oh, okay. So it didn't really matter how close the microphone was. Okay. Alright, let's go then. I'm not going to read any more about this. You guys let me know what you guys think about Sony ditching PC ports. Me, I'm very disappointed. Despite how they did on Steam, they still made money on, like, you can't tell me that they lost money making those PC ports. I mean, it can't be that hard to port the freaking games to PC. But you guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below if you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, and in the live chat if you're watching live. We're going to move on because we've still got like 5 articles to go. Alright. What was this? What? No, this ain't an article at all. This just somewhere where I was looking. What the hell was that? Okay, this was an article. Nvidia subsumes its PC gaming segment under, you guessed it, an AI one. In a tale as old as Blackwell, Nvidia has managed to make it through yet another quarterly report and nary a mention of gaming. Well, okay, there was one mention of gaming, but that was basically just to say it's now being considered subsumed under, you guessed it, an AI segment of the business, along with the other segment, which is, also AI. We have 2 market platforms, the CFO, Colette Kress, and had said highlights devices of agentic and physical AI, including PCs, gaming consoles, workstations, AI ran base stations, robotics, and automotive. Heck, graphics cards for gaming don't even get a specific mention. They'll come under PCs, I assume, and the gaming consoles the company mentions is presumably refers to the Nintendo Switch, which does feature an Nvidia GPU. If we look to Nvidia's earnings report, we can see that edge computing revenue totaling $6.4 billion, up 29% year on year, compared to the record $75.2 billion in data center revenue, with GPUs for PC gamers presumably making up just a very small part of it at $6.4 billion. I suppose it's easily to see why Nvidia would drop all mention of them, especially considering that is an earnings report talking to investors and the city primarily, and they only care about one thing: AI money. Still, it doesn't hurt any less, does it? We are your origin, Jensen, you sorry sack of crap. It also doesn't seem like the company is expecting things to change anytime soon, given Nvidia EVP and CFO Colette Kress says demand for AI infrastructure continues to expand and at an unprecedented pace, all steam ahead, and the AI train seems to be the guiding line. It makes sense from a business perspective, and just by being a small part of the company's revenue doesn't mean it will abandon PC gaming or anything like that. It's just a question on whether PC gaming division will get the attention it deserves, or whether it will fall to the wake of the AI acceleration. And not to be a doomer about this, but the DLSS 5 is anything to go by. I'm not going to hold my breath. Which, I mean, let's talk about that, because I don't have an Nvidia GPU, so I don't know much about this DLSS 5 other than what I've heard. And yeah, people are really unhappy about it. Me, I think it looks cool. I'm not necessarily happy that like it's changing stuff that the creator created, you know. Like it should add, not change. The design altogether, you know. But I didn't see a whole lot of that going on. Like it, I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think about DLSS 5. If you're watching in the live chat, hit me on the live chat. If you're watching on after the fact on YouTube, hit me up in that comment section. Nvidia, they're making so much money on AI. I mean, I don't think they're going to give up making GPUs, because they are making money on GPUs hand over fist. They're just not making as much as they are on AI. So, yeah, there's that. So, you know. Excuse me. But yeah, apparently I decided to play an Nvidia video. How nice. Okay, next. The best wireless gaming mice for 2026. I figured I'd go over this just to give you guys a little better news. I wanted to deliver some good news during Gaming News Friday, and this is the best day of news I could find, okay? Next to, well, there's some better news at the very end, which if you guys stick around for, is the best news I've heard in like freaking a week, maybe 2 months, I don't know. Stick around for it though, because it's a banger batch of news. This one though, for many years, PC gamers have steered clear of wireless gaming mice, concerned about the cable-free connections introducing input lag, a huge no-no for dedicated players. Today, however, you'll find dozens of wireless gaming mice. Hey, this little freaking mouse here, like, I just changed this mouse. Hold on, we gotta talk just a little bit about mice right quick, just because, well, it's ridiculous. This little cheapo mouse, wireless mouse, got it set up. It speeds across the screen real fast, like that brand new Logitech gaming mouse, wired, that lights up, looks fancy and everything. It was like moving real slow across the screen, which I didn't remember it doing before, but I don't know. I got into the settings. I turned speed all the way up, you know, normal stuff. It helped, but not a lot. Like, I'm still sitting here doing this number to get across the screen, and I'm like, no, screw this. Give me my wireless mouse back. Like, this thing bounces across the screen like a couple inches, and it's across the screen, you know? Shit. I ain't got time to be sitting here doing this number. Anyway, back to the best gaming mice of 2026, because, well, I want to deliver some good news. Here are the top tested picks. Best overall gaming mouse, the Razer Basilisk, I guess how you say that, V3 Pro, 35K, on sale. Oh, it's for sale at Amazon. I don't know if it's on sale or not, but it's for sale at Amazon for $160. It looks like a nice mouse. I don't think I'd ever spend $160 on a mouse, but you know, that's just me. The best budget mouse for wireless gaming is the 8-bit Do Retro R8, which this mouse is really weird. It like actually fits your entire hand like you're holding a gun almost. It's a unique mouse. I'll give it that. Will I check it out for $50 at Amazon at some point in time? Maybe. I mean, that's pretty cool. Dude. Come on, man. Sorry, guys. That sounds cool. My son's driving me nuts. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that retro 8-bit Do Retro R8. That's pretty. For $50, I mean, that's not a bad price for that. I might have to check that out at some point in time. If you guys want me to buy any of this stuff, check it out. Do a reviews on it or anything, let me know. I don't mind doing it as long as it's not outrageous. Best wireless gaming mouse for palm grip gamers. That'd be me. I like my mouse. Be it just regular, fit in my palm. Razer Death Adder V4 Pro is apparently the best one for those type of gamers, and that is $170 at Amazon. Jesus. Okay, best wireless gaming mouse for claw grip gamers. The Razer Viper V4 Pro. Looks very nice. $160 at Amazon. Best wireless gaming mouse for Mac users. A Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2. Only $120 right now on sale at Amazon. Normally a $180 mouse. Best wireless gaming mouse for MMOs, the Corsair Scimitar Elite Wireless SE. On sale for $80 right now, normally $140. These are the nice with the enormous, like 12 hotkey buttons on the side. They're cool. Like $80, that's not a bad price. Definitely. If you're looking into a mouse like that, I'd definitely consider looking on Amazon for that. Best wireless mobile gaming mouse, Asus ROG Harp Ace Mini, $130 at Amazon. And then the best extremely light wireless gaming mouse, the Sony InZone mouse, a mouse that is currently on sale for $128 at Amazon. Normally $150. We're going to move right on along. Asus has a sleek gaming mini PC to offer, but the price will make you kind of clench or pinch yourself or whatever you want to do. Asus has launched a 2026 ROG Nuke 16, a compact gaming PC built for people who want a powerful step up without making room for a whole desktop tower. It can sit vertically or horizontally on a desk, and there is also a Moonlight white version for buyers who want something a little cleaner looking. The problem is the price. In China, the refreshed ROG Nuke 16 is listed for the starting price of $29,999 China money, whatever you call that, which is around $4,405 here in the United States. Wow. The white version cost $4,699 here in the United States. Asus has not confirmed global pricing or availability yet, but international pricing is looking likely to be in the range or possibly go even higher. What do you get for nearly $4,500? Well, the top model uses Intel Core's Ultra 9 290HX Plus processor with the Nvidia GeForce RTX 5080 laptop GPU. It supports up to 128 gigabytes of DDR5, 6400 memory, though its listed configuration comes with 32 gigabytes and a 2 terabyte SSD. Asus says the ROG Nuke 16 can handle gaming, creative work, and local AI tasks. It also supports DLSS 4.5 with multi-frame gen, which should help boost frame rates in supported games. This is what it looks like. I don't know. Yeah, I can. Hold on. There we go. I'll let you guys take a look at that for a second. Does that not look like a graphics card just sitting on your table? I mean, it looks nice. That's a $4,500 for that little ass thing. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Y'all let me know what you guys think in the live chat. Why does this mini PC cost so much? Asus has always charged a premium for its ROG new PCs, which is not surprising. I mean, well, they charge. I call it the ROG tax. If you're buying anything that's Asus ROG, you're paying the ROG tax. It's what you pay when you want to eyeball on your stuff. Even with that in mind, the prices increase over the previous generation is hard to digest. The maxed out 2025 ROG new gaming mini PC with the same hardware launched in the US for around $3,200. That's a $1,200 jump in just one generation, and the mini PC has not even arrived in the Western markets yet. You guys let me know what you guys think about this. That's about all I got on this. I mean, ain't no way I'd be spending almost $5,000 on yeah. All right, guys. Are you ready for the banger of the live stream? The next article is the last one. It's AMD smashing it again. What do you guys think it is? You guys got any guesses in the live chat? No? Okay, let's drop it then. Let me get back over here to the Explorer. Well, Chrome, I think. No. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's go. Bam! AMD has dropped the newly revamped, refreshed Ryzen 5800 X3D 10th Anniversary Edition may help you avoid paying for DDR5 RAM and an AM5 CPU and a buttload of money on starting a gaming PC. Let's dive into this one, guys. Wow, banger. The best AM4 gaming CPU making a comeback. It could be the only way to make your old PC play nicely with a high-end GPU, and that's it. You put a 5800 X3D in your freaking AM4 build, you slap a 5080 in there, that'll be the new meta. If you got money, anyway, to buy a 5080. If not, you buy a 5800 X3D and a 5070 and you'll be fine until prices come down. Or even a 5060 Ti 16 gig would pair really well with this too. And be really low on your wallet. It's not the ideal time to be buying a new PC or doing a major upgrade. Yeah. You don't say. Price crunches for RAM and storage chips are making all kinds of components more expensive, and the shift to DDR5 in modern Intel and AMD CPUs means that's a lot of people would need to pay a lot of money to replace their current DDR4 RAM kits if they wanted to step up to a significantly newer and faster CPU and motherboard. AMD may have something on the horizon for people who are looking to stretch their current PC with the DDR4 RAM just a little further. And that is the leaks spotted by Tom's Hardware pointed to the existence of the AMD Ryzen 7 5800X3D 10th Anniversary Edition, a re-release of a 4-year-old out of circulation CPU that might nevertheless be an upgrade for people with older Ryzen CPUs and the AM4 socket motherboards. The X3D in the name of the chip signifies that it comes with the 64 megabytes of extra L3 cache stacked on top of the main CPU die, bringing the total L3 cache to 96 megabytes. Workloads that benefit from the extra cache, including most games, will perform much better on the 5800X3D compared to the 5800X. 10th anniversary being celebrated isn't for the 5800X3D itself, but the AM4 processor socket, which first launched in September of 2016. An amazing length for one socket. Like the AM4 socket, I think will go down as the it's gonna go down as the like freaking king of CPU sockets, because I don't think we'll get another one that lasts this long again. That being said, though, the socket was succeeded by the AM5 socket nearly 4 years ago, but AMD kept the AM4 socket around to continue to address the budget market. Higher prices for DDR5 RAM kits and AM5 motherboards themselves have helped keep the AM4 socket around since then, and while AMD hasn't released any new architectures for AM4 boards since late 2020, it has been remarkably persistent in releasing and re-releasing remixes of the Ryzen 5000 series CPUs for the socket. That is it, guys. Let's talk. They're done laying fiber at one house. I ain't gonna be at the other one. Hopefully this one comes online. They're only running fiber to one of the houses on your property? It's online again, yay. Hell yeah. Just 2 today. I thought that's all you had on your property was 2. I just signed my trailer up today. Oh, hell yeah. Congratulations. You're one step closer to streaming, my friend. But yeah, what did you guys think about that? The re-release, well, the supposed re-release of the 5800X 3D. Of course, it ain't made it to the markets yet, but they've seen it. Tom's Hardware has seen it on testing leaks. So, oh, there's 3 trailers on your property? Damn. But yeah, the possibility of them bringing out a 10th anniversary 5800X 3D is very real. Like, I always thought that they should bring that back out now anyway, just because of the prices and stuff. It gets installed on my birthday at my house. I'll be streaming so much. I'll stream so much, maybe. 1 trailer, 2 houses. Oh. Hell yeah. I'll try to tune in whenever I can. Yeah, the 5800X 3D though, guys. If they bring that back out, so many people are going to be happy, because then even people with CPUs, with PCs like the streaming PC here, this thing's got a Ryzen 5 5500, 32 gigabytes of DDR4, 1 terabyte NVMe, and a 1070 Ti. I went a little low on the GPU side, but it's the only thing holding it back is the GPU. But I could upgrade to the 5800X 3D if I wanted to, but I don't game on this. It streams, that's about it. I might make the occasional thumbnail on it, but that's about it as far as this PC goes. So I don't really need the upgrade, but for everyone else that has a PC like this that does game on it, because it's very capable of gaming, 5800X 3D is like your fucking your goal at that time, because that'll boost your gaming performance good from the 5500 to the 5800X 3D. Yeah, talking about probably at least an extra 50 frames per second. I think it's supposed to come out MSRP at 370, right? They hadn't said anything about, I hadn't heard anything about the price of what the price was going to be. It was supposed to be somewhere in the 300s, I think, just because that's what it was when it originally came out in the first place. So I know if I ever decide to flip this streaming PC, that'd be what I'd do. I'd pull the 5500 out, put the 5800X 3D in there, and throw a freaking 40 or throw a 5060 in there. When it all be said and done, I'd probably still end up losing money on that damn thing, but I'm past that already. Technically, it's helped me make quite a bit of money, so. But I'm not getting rid of it. We ain't upgrading it yet. Well, I don't know. Am I? When I case swap it, it might get upgraded to an AM5. Which means I might actually flip a PC with that motherboard and stuff in it, because I won't need that board no more. I don't know. We'll see. All kinds of things are changing here at Mickelback Gaming here soon with the grand opening of the Mickelback Gaming PC. And, well, we'll be putting a new background back here. We're going to be moving these shelves. This is probably the last live stream where the set's going to look like this, actually. Because as soon as this live stream's over, I'm going to start taking this shelf apart and everything. And, yeah, so next time you guys see the live stream, hopefully the new background will be back there, and that shelf will be turned to the side a little bit, and yeah, I can't wait till I can get rid of this dang thing. Like, this shelf up on the top here drives me nuts. I'm not a fan. Like, I don't mind shelves being on top, the main part of the desk, but this thing is like, I don't know, a foot tall, lower than the rest of the desk. Like, I can hide this under here. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the news live stream today. There was a lot of news, guys. Sorry I had a late start. I had to get my son situated and everything. It was his last day of school today, and I was actually gathering all the news. The way I do it is, like, if I see the news on my phone, I'll screenshot it, and then I'll be able to look it up when I get here. But, yeah, it took me a minute to get it all going. I appreciate you guys, though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the live stream, found it informative and helpful. I really enjoy bringing you guys the news, especially when it's about something that I really enjoy. Hopefully you guys make sure you tune in June 2nd for Sony's State of Play. That's at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on June 2nd. For Sony's State of Play, it's going to be an hour-long. AMD may be bringing back out the 5800X 3D. We don't have confirmation from AMD just yet, but Tom's Hardware has seen it on testing sites. And yeah, the set's about to change here soon as the live stream's over. So when you guys see it on Sippin' Saturday, things are going to look a little different. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Speaking of Sippin' Saturday, if you want to see some Forza Horizon 6 freaking gameplay, we are going to be live here on Twitch and Kick. And if you're watching on Mickelback Gaming News right now, make sure you go to the Mickelback Gaming channel on YouTube and hit the like and subscribe button, and make sure you tune in over there Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern. It's the only place to watch Sippin' Saturday on YouTube is on Mickelback Gaming channel, 9 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you tune in if you're watching on YouTube. I'll be there for like 30 minutes. I mean, you better tune in for the whole damn stream. I might need help, man. Nah, it's a racing game. I'm pretty sure I got it. But yeah, you guys don't miss it. 9 p.m. Eastern, Sippin' Saturday. This Saturday, we're going to be playing some Forza Horizon 6. I installed it on the PC last night before I shut it down. It was so hard not to play that thing. But I'm trying to hold off until I play it in front of you guys. That way you guys see and hear my initial thoughts on the game. I work at 6 a.m. Yeah, that sucks. I gotta be at work at freaking 8. You don't see me complaining.
I don't think I can take this anymore. I might just break.
Alright, you guys. I gotta get off here. I gotta get this crap thrown apart. And lots of work to do. That's not even counting regular life. And my other job. I never rest, guys. And when I do, I just... Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Hopefully you guys found this news informative. Hopefully you enjoyed the live stream. If you did, make sure if you're on Twitch or Kick, hit that follow button. It helps out a lot. And if you want to help support the channel, hit that subscribe button. It helps out even more. And if you're watching on Mickelback Gaming News over there, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out a ton over there on YouTube. And yeah, thank you guys. Have a good rest of your Friday. Have a good Saturday tomorrow. And I will see you tomorrow night for Sippin' Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss out. I will see you guys then. Until then, peace.